Welcome to Empower. I'm glad you're together with us today, and thank you so much for choosing to be part of this program. My name is Beatrice Chuchu, and this program, as I always say, is that we focus on people and workplace, and we focus in both formal and informal setup. And this is part 2 of what we started last week, and that is what you're going to continue with today. If you joined us last week, I can be sure that you're looking forward to hear what next. And please invite others also to join us. Elevate TV, we're on Elevate Facebook, we're on Empower with Beatrice Chuchu on YouTube. Please feel free to share so that people can join us and we go on together. I still have our guests because we are continuing from our discussion. And I want to invite you to say hi to us again.
Yes.
For maybe someone did not meet you last week. You'd want to know who is this beautiful lady.
Yes.
Yeah, just say to us, tell us your name.
Yes,
yeah.
My name is Ivy Murugi Wangai. I'm born again. I love Jesus. And he's my father and my God. And yes.
Welcome
Thank
back,
you for having
Ivy.
me here today. Yes.
Asante sana. Last week when we started with Ivy, we learned how her life has been since school, when she lost her parents, taken care of by her grandma. Later the grandma had to go. And now the grandma, who was the mother, in quotes, after she rested, they were chased away from where they were living. And that is where we stopped last week. I want to see how from there, if Ivy has moved to who she is today, because amazingly, today she's a lad lady. And that is where we want to learn from her. How did she transition from all this? Having gone through such a background, going through pains, a lot of issues, losses, but today she can smile and say God has brought her this far. So Ivy,
Yes.
umefukuzwa na umeamua kurent.
Yes.
What next? Na bado una kazi. I'm eager to hear what happens.
I decided to, because while living with my grandma, she used to take us to her property in Kikuyu. And she used to carry us. She used to have me, my brother, and my other cousins together.
Yes.
And she paid for all of us school fees. That was in high school,
Yes.
primary, and now university. So I remember every time I've just remembered that we're watching her. I was watching her deal with tenants coming in. She's gone to her property in Kikuyu to now collect her.
Oh, rent.
Yes, so
wow.
she did it her way. So fighting with tenants and
Can you imagine?
quarreling people. Wengine anawatandika. She was tough. She was really tough. And to be able to manage such,
yes,
because you're also dealing with men, you're dealing with crooks, you're dealing with people who are playing with your mind. So we used to be busy eating while she's busy dealing with tenants while we were there. So I learned that. As a child, I've learned also what you watch from your parents.
Yes.
It's a model. It just it's like a radio cassette sticks in you. So yes, so now that our dad's property was left,
yes,
when we decided, we had just given it to some 2 tenants, because my grandma had, my dad completed, we were living in one part of the house.
Yes.
This other part where my dad wanted to, he built his own house.
Yes.
But he never got to finish, and he never got to live in the other side. So when he passed on, my grandma took it up, divided it into 2. So me and my brother decided to be taking rent from one person, and the other one from the other person. So that's how we survived. Oh,
that is the money now you'll use to pay rent where you are.
Our livelihood.
And to eat and everything.
Yes. So I remember taking a mabati house.
Yeah.
For 2.5 in an area in Kino.
Yeah.
And along Wayaki Way.
Yes.
So yes, and 2.5 is manageable.
Yes, yeah.
From a bungalow of 6 bedrooms.
Yes, yeah.
That kind of a life.
Yes.
To a mabati house.
Yes.
And the bathroom and toilet is outside.
Yeah.
That is not easy.
Yeah, because you're moving from another life to another.
But what I was looking for was peace.
Yeah.
It was peace. Through a friend, I was able to move out, because moving out was also not easy.
Yes.
I was staying in that environment, and it was toxic.
Yeah.
And toxicity can kill you faster than any other thing. So we moved out. So from that house is what I used to sustain, lipa my rent and food, and any other maybe fare to go to church or something. Yeah, so that's how, while we were still looking for jobs.
You're still looking for jobs. Now you're looking for a job. Your brother is also looking for a job?
My brother is still in school.
Oh, still in school.
Oh, still in
Who is
school.
paying for him now?
My aunties.
Okay.
Because they were the administrators.
Oh, yeah.
So at times, even when we were in Kampala, we were going through some, because not enough pocket money.
Yeah.
And all that. So, but we said, you know what, as long as we finished.
Okay. Now, you are living, you are managing to eat, at least it's like a small house. So did you ever get a job?
Actually, no. Actually, that was the time I was looking for a job. During that time when I was living in that car house.
Yeah.
No. Tried applying places, interviews, and then you're not called back again. I tried once in some other companies. I tried to no avail.
And what was coming to your mind when all this was happening? I'm not getting a job. Nimesoma. It's not that, you know, what was going through your mind?
You think that you're cursed for the way you're coming from. Something is wrong.
Yes.
Like, what's going on? You're frustrated.
Yeah.
Hopelessness. Yeah. And dead end. But what gave me hope was church.
I kept going back to church.
Through church and ministry and the youth outreach and evangelism is what gave me, you know, when you do purpose, something that resonates within you.
Yes.
There's just some fulfillment.
Yes.
So I think
some peace within.
That's what kept me going.
Yes. So how did you transition now? Now you can't be jobless for forever. You need to do something. I would love to know now what happened. Job is not coming. You can't just continue just living. So what happened?
First of all, you accept the state you're in.
Yes.
And I accepted. And there's still these rankles at home on land issues, blah, blah, blah. So, but by a lot of prayer invested over the whole thing, God finally brought it to fruition. And the things that were assigned to my dad were now to come to us.
Yes.
But they were still in the administrator's docket. Yes. So now it was finally like the family sat down, they had a meeting, they said, okay, there've been several fights.
Yeah.
And there's this saying in Swahili, ndovu wakipigana, nyasi ndio humia. We who don't have a say, the kids, we're just watching you guys fight.
Yeah.
And we are the ones, because they have money. They are okay, they have their families. But us, hey, we're just watching TV. Yeah. We're just watching them. So I must say it was just prayer. That was the only thing I could do. I could only pray.
Wow.
I could only pray and hope and have faith. Pray. But there was a time I almost let go. I said I actually wanted to fly out. You know these jobs you fly out and ujitafutie huko, and then someone told me, God still needs you here. Yes. My passport actually was stamped twice. My grandma wanted, that time when she was alive, she wanted us to leave for the US like her kids. Yeah. How she helped her kids fly out and they were able to get greener pastures. That didn't happen. My passport got cancelled, me and my brother twice. But for my other cousins, they were able to go. Wow. Because their mother was there. So she wanted us to go. But yes. And I asked God, why this? So kasi job hapa, si job inje. And then it's not coming forth. So, but later on, I came to understand God wanted us around because of what was to be handed over to us. So finally, all these administration stories and everything happened? Yes. We finally went to the DC, to one of the government offices. Yeah, government offices. We now went to arbitration. Yes, it's a process. Na tuko kotini bado. Tunatoka, inasemekana ni arbitration where if people could agree. Yeah, if people could agree, yes. And they finally agreed.
Thank God.
Even after agreeing, there was a property in Kino. It was supposed, my grandma signed it, wrote our names, me and my brother. It was supposed to, of course, to be for my dad. But we were supposed to be given it at the age of 20s.
When you're already mature.
Yes. But it was way, it was given at 30s. But even after the meeting, they still did not let it go.
Wow.
Until we had an altercation with them, a physical confrontation, and I said, you know, you people are going to give us our things.
Yes.
I don't know what God did, but after that, I just got a friend who was a lawyer. I went, got paperwork, I got whatever I could. I don't know, some wisdom that just drops at the moment. And I went to the lawyer, and the lawyer gave me instructions what to do, go to those clients. I went to the tenants now in Kino now, in that property. I went physically, like an agent. I went physically, went to each and every one of them and told the agent who was there, this property belongs to us. I went to literally take it from my auntie's hands to our hands. To also prove that we're mature.
Yes.
To manage. And that's how we started collecting rent. And God gave us favor with the agent and started showing us how to go about it.
Wow, now you're getting into a field that you are only looking at observing your grandma.
Yes.
Dealing with it her way. And we got to hear how this happened and how did you manage, because now you've gone to that property.
Yes.
And you have to start somehow. Maybe through the experience of your grandma. Or what you think.
I know.
And God, of course, helping you. But I'm looking at it and trying to understand. How did you just start?
Exactly what I told you. I literally was on the ground, went to every tenant.
Talking to them?
Yes, and giving them the paperwork. If you dare pay my auntie this money, you will go.
Oh, so now you're going giving papers?
Yes. To the property.
Were you fearing anything? Or what was something you're doing, is your first time, and this courage you've gotten?
When you're tired of fights, and that which is supposed to be given to you guys, and it's being delayed, has delayed your life. You're not giving us any jobs, you're not connecting us, so what do you want?
You're tired of the state.
Yes, I was, nilikuwa nimefika mwisho. So I was to do it, or do it.
Wow. Do it or do it.
Yes.
Wow.
So I was angry, and you know, I'm the firstborn. My brother's looking up to me.
Yeah.
And I would say the courage coming from God also, because I wouldn't say that I went physical.
Yes.
No.
But of course you couldn't go fight them the way your grandma was doing.
Yes. So I went to give out papers, and this is the first time we're meeting people, so they're wondering, who is this?
Who is this?
The agent introduced me to each and every one of them and told them, now these are the owners.
Wow.
So be giving to them. And if you dare give to this other side, that's how I literally took over. So I started managing. First time. So, but in my HR project, if I can take you back, I did a project on property management.
Okay. That was your project.
That was my project. A bit
Beautiful.
of it. I did a bit of it. I studied Lloyd Masika, studied some of these companies and how they manage. Though I wouldn't say it's that, but just
but
a little knowledge.
Something.
Yes, just a little knowledge. I said, okay. But you know, companies, how they manage is different from a small person, like a small building, and then you begin one-on-one with the people. It's like you're a tiny pastor of business people. That's what I realized later on, after managing and taking off. It was really deteriorated because CEO, so it was really left to rot, to degrade the property, to degrade the value.
Yes.
Wow,
we need to take a break, Then we'll come to hear how the journey has been from there up to where we are right now. Because I think there are key things we need to learn from you. The challenges you have faced and how you've been able to move from one level to another, because you're not where you were that time. You have grown. It's good for us to learn from you. I believe you're listening to us and you're getting some great aspects and not giving up, and also reaching a point and deciding, you know what, I think this state, I can't go around this mountain forever. I need to at least to move forward. And that is where we are. We are taking a short break. Don't go far. My name is Beatrice Chuchu. We'll be right back.